All right, so in this video I have a pickup that I got from the Nike factory store in Portland, Oregon, and this is a pair that I actually was wanting to get at retail. Of course, struck out at it when they released, and then I've been contemplating buying them on the open market. I just haven't pulled the trigger yet. Walked in the factory store, looked around. I actually ran into Ethan, the designer of the Air Jordan 14 Doernbecher right here. He was actually working at Nike, so how crazy is that? He had designs a pair of Jordans, and now he's working at Nike, which was really, really cool to see. Anyways, ran into him, chatted with him for a bit, looked around the store, but I didn't do any video of the store this time. I apologize. Big fail for me because I should have showed you guys what they had. To be 100% honest, though, they didn't really have anything in stock. Nothing that caught my eye. But if you walk into Nike Portland now, this is the MLK store for those asking. But as soon as you walk in now to the right, instead of the regular cash registers, they actually have kind of like a counter section where they have storage boxes, and on the counter is a bunch of Jordans and stuff that have released from the past, and some of the stuff that they have in stock for people, which is kind of awesome that they actually are setting them aside in this own little dedicated section now, instead of just putting them on the floor where people can just grab multiple pairs. It's kind of controlled from an employee now, which is why I think I was probably able to get one of these. Honestly though, I was the first one there buying these because as I was actually shopping around, they had the whole cart there, and they were actually just stocking the shelves in the dedicated little space. So anyway, I asked them about them, and the price of these were $190, which I think is retail, right? But you can see the box. It's a B-grade box. It does say factory seconds, and for those that don't know what factory seconds or B grades are, it's basically like a regular pair that was going to be released, had some cosmetic blemishes or defects on the shoe, and so they didn't want to sell them to retail stores. So they hold all the defected ones back, and then they drop them usually on outlets. But this is not the original box. This is just the replacement box and the replacement label on the box. But here we have it, dude. This is like the Shimmer Air Jordan 4s, I think that they were called. I, again, wanted these when they dropped, but I struck out, and it's actually a women's exclusive colorway. Let's grab the other one out of the box real quick here, and it does show that they have a second set of laces even, so you have kind of a, I don't know, fuchsia, is fuchsia the right color? It's like a purpley lavender color of laces, which actually looks kind of fire. I could probably double lace them with both sets of laces. It would look really dope. But a lot of people were saying that these were like low grade versions of this shoe right here. You know, there's not really that much of a resemblance in hand. It's honestly like a different shade almost. It would be like getting a Yeezy 350 Boost Ludmarks versus like another colorway in the same like genre. Like there's 1,000 different colorways. It's kind of like the same as this. You could see the outsoles are a different little hue to it, and the upper color is pretty much different as well. But I kind of like that it's like the next level of color on the scale of like natural tones. But this is a shoe that I got, man, $190. I don't remember what retail was, but it was $190, and I was happy to pay it because at least I was able to get my size that they had there. So it's a women's size 11, which translates to a 9.5 men's. The only downside is that they weren't included in a discount. They had like 20% off the store with coupon code, but these ones were excluded from that discount. It is what it is. At the end of the day, I was happy that they ended up having a pair in my size, and it was really crazy, like just seeing a difference in the store, because I know that the Portland had some issues. If you guys are familiar or not, like obviously with the whole last 2 years, Portland's been kind of crazy. But I mean, everywhere's been crazy. But then I think the Nike Portland store got destroyed. Maybe that's why they decided to remodel it, and they redid it in a really, really nice way. So let's take a look at the box first. Even though it is an orange box with the Nike on it here, it does say Women's Air Jordan 4 Retro Shimmer Metallic Silver is the colors on here. So not really too much to go off of there, but I do like the end products. So you have kind of like a tan leather upper across most of the shoe. It kind of reminds me of these, like the tan leather, but this is obviously a darker leather. This, for those wondering, is the Luxe Dunks. These things are crazy, man. I love these ones when they came out. They had 3 different ones that came out, and the leather quality is nuts on these things. It's like almost in between these two. Now you have this hue in the middle of them all, but it's that kind of vegan tan leather, if that's what it's called, all over the place. And then you have a milky pull tab on the back with the Jumpman back here, which I think looks really nice. And then also you have the wings up the side of the shoe, and then the extra little plastic eyelets down here for the laces. And those are done in like a milky clear sort of color, which honestly, that color looks pretty similar to the off-whites. You have white rubberized mesh here with that like tan color mesh underneath it. White laces and a white liner, half a white midsole down here. The other half of the midsole is a little bit darker than the rest of the shoe, and the outsole almost has like an orange gum vibe to it, and then it has hits of white on the bottom. The tongue has that silver Jumpman on it, which is a nice detail, and then the Air Jordan on the inside. I looked over the shoes and I was like, yeah, I don't understand why they're factory seconds. It's kind of funny because sometimes you get the factory first or whatever, just the regular pairs that hit the shelves, and then you get them and they're just like totally defective. And then sometimes you get the B squad and then you're like, wait, why is this a B squad member? It doesn't seem like it should be. But the only thing that I could see on the shoe is, I guess, on the toe section of the shoe right here, that's a little bit, I don't know what the word is, it's like a little bit unraveled right here with the leather, where it's not as like clean all the way around. It just looks like it's been worn a little bit. Honestly, it's not bad at all. But all in all, for a B grade, man, I'm just happy that they had a pair, and one that I could actually rock, and one that definitely has like a nice overall vibe to it. But did you guys cop a pair of these when they released or not? Is it something you guys were after? It's like just another one of the many releases that happened in the last year, but one that I kept on thinking about, and I kept going like, maybe I needed that shoe, but price was a little bit too high. I think it was in the 3+s, so I was like, yeah, I'll just hold off. And $190, no sales tax in Oregon. That was a good price in my opinion, and I'm happy that I picked one of them up. But that's all I wanted to show you guys in this video. I just wanted to show you guys the most recent pickup. Hope you guys enjoyed, and appreciate you all for stopping by and watching. Sorry I didn't get any footage from the store. It would have been fun to run around there and get more footage, but I didn't have time this time. Maybe next time. But have a good rest of the day. Thank you guys for stopping by and watching, and hopefully we'll see you back on the channel for some more content soon. All right, peace, guys.